I think we can continue from where we stopped. I mean, um, kí ló ti gbà tán látàárọ̀ náà? When you were Kiwa. So we stopped at this part. Can you guys hear me? Please signify if you can hear me, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, nice. So I don't know if you guys were following. Or like yeah, you were if you're following. I stopped at wonder. Ibiloa in our bank applicable blah 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 blah. I explained this encapsulation again. So now I'm moving to real life OOP from concept to code. Guys, please everything that we learned, I hope that I hope we didn't forget. Like when I come back here, when I come out to this advanced OOP, so like how many pages left? Like 5 pages now. Where the sorry. Yeah. So this was like 5 pages. Yeah, 5 pages. So that's not much. Then I'll write code for us and then I'll give us assignments. It is all this talk that I'm talking this morning, like it is the code that will, like this OAD. I think I should come back to it. Let me leave OAD for now. After explaining this one, I'll go back. I'll go to that one. OAD now when probably like when I finish with OOP for us, and when I can just come back to OAD, come and explain everything too. Or when we start Django, yeah, or maybe when we start Django, and explain OAD. OAD is not actually important for this course, but then you're a software engineer now, like a developer, you know, just understand OOD and OAD. So, um, real life OOP from concept to code. Now, code representation. Imagine you are building a customer management system. You have a customer class with attributes like name, email, and phone number, and methods like update contact info, right? Yes, now imagine that you're building a, what do this generator? Imagine you are building a customer management system. You have a customer class with attributes like email and phone number and methods like update contact info. Why is this better than a procedural approach? That's discussion because it's group related data and functionality together, making the code more logical, easier to understand, and easier to modify. That our account class and our user class, it's everything related to user because the everything related to user, they are like they're related, they're just that particular user, they are grouped together. Everything related to customer related to account class is they are grouped together. We are not mixing classes and so like now all the logic related that is related to user is in the user class. All the logic related to account is the account class. So if I'm going, let's say like I'm a new developer in the company now, and I'm going through the application, I will easily understand what's going on. Okay, well, this application is doing this. Instead of me trying to like read some spaghetti code and start seeing how the code works. So you know how crazy it will be. So that is why OOP is actually better than procedural programming. But as better as procedural approach to has its own use cases, so like they still use procedural approach today. Even people that I see shouldn't have procedural programming language. Even this is even like languages like Python, so like they still find a way to tweak it to like to make it so like to use the procedural style if the application like if it is required to use procedural programming to build the application. So this it will not be common. No? It will not be common. So that is all for OOP. Like in introduction to OOP. But now that is like just the introduction guys. Yeah. I want to explain OAD, but then I would like to shift it to the front. Make our first do this one. Make I can come back. Yeah. It makes sense if I explain this one first and I come back. So um let me go back to my slide. We've seen OOP and like we've seen some things about it, like how it works, why it is, what it helps us achieve, like the pain it helps us solves, like the gain it provides to help us is our pain and everything like that. So we've seen it already. Now let me talk to my next slide. which is OP pillars. What are the four OP? We have four OP pillars actually. That's inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. You guys, I have explained encapsulation in that document, like in this that what I explained like encapsulation, data hiding. So I'll explain inheritance again. I'll explain polymorphism. I'll go through encapsulation small. Now, like explain abstraction. So please follow me so as not to get lost. Um, Advanced object-oriented programming concepts. Introduction. As you dive deeper into OOP, you will encounter advanced concepts that extend the foundational principles you've already learned. These advanced concepts are crucial for writing scalable writing reusable code. Don't mind me. Hey, don't mind me abeg. Send this on a grammar error. These advanced concepts are crucial for writing reusable codes. In this document, we will look at advanced OOP concepts, that is inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, abstract classes, interfaces, abstract classes and interfaces, and method overloading and method overriding. So we'll see how to overload method. We'll see what is method overloading and what is method overriding, and like what are the Python ways of doing those things. Python does not really allow overriding methods. Sorry, overloading methods. Sorry, like you have to tweak that. Like Python does not allow overloading methods. Same as Python allows multiple inheritance, and some other languages does not allow multiple inheritance. So Python does not allow overloading, but then there's a way. But then you can still like they not provide beating support for overloading, but you can still overload Python. Like I think that in like two or three ways, you can overload Python. Python methods. So understanding that is this OOP concept, that is the OP pillars, will significantly increase the ability to design and implement complex systems using OOP. In the previous document, that's that mastering OOP, the calculation was explained and you saw how it helps us achieve data hiding, especially fine-grained access to object attributes and control manipulation of an object data. We will not be looking at a calculation in this document, this document does not really reference this, but me, I'll be explaining it, sir. Just from my mouth. So, inheritance and polymorphism. Inheritance first. Definition and purpose. Guys, are you here? So now just two people there like this now. Hey, any else? May go deal it. So, inheritance is a mechanism in OP that allows a new class. Eh? So I can't hear you.
Why?
All right. Inheritance is a mechanism in OP that allows a new class known as subclass. I'd explain what classes are. A new class known as a subclass or derived class to inherit attributes and methods from an existing class called the superclass or the base class. This promotes code reusability and establishes a natural hierarchy between classes. Let me make an example. You all will agree with me that we are all animals, Abi? Just that we are higher animals. Abi now? Dog is an animal, cat is an animal, fish is an animal, humans are animals too. Though we call ourselves higher animal and animal, we say we be animal. We're higher animals. So all of us, we all extend from the class animal. Like each the human class extends class animal. Class dog extends class animal because a dog is an animal. They call inheritance relationship easy relationship. Easy. Please notice that keyword, easy relationship. I am easy, like A dog is an animal. Human is an animal. You get, a car is a vehicle. An aeroplane is a vehicle. A motorcycle is a vehicle. A bicycle is a vehicle. A what? Sorry. A tricycle is a vehicle. A lorry is a vehicle. A truck is a vehicle. You get, easily they all extend the class vehicle. Same as humans extend the class animal. A human is an animal. A dog is an animal. A fish is an animal. A spider is an animal. An elephant is an animal. You get, the is a relationship. So let me continue. Inheritance is a mechanism in OOP. It's a mechanism in OOP that allows a new class known as a subclass or derived class to inherit attributes and methods from an existing class called the superclass or base class. This promotes code reusability and establishes a natural hierarchy between classes. We'll see it in real life, in real code actually. Inheritance is not made for code reuse. You will soon see it why, like, though right now inheritance will be allowing us to be able to write code in one place and use it in many places actually. Like you see how inheritance helps us achieve code reusability. But is that being complex application? Is that being complex application? You say that inheritance was not made for code usability. It is actually composition. We want to like achieve code usability. We do that through either aggregation, composition, or association. I'll explain that too. They are not part of the OOP pillars, but they are part of how objects, how this thing, how objects, classes and objects associate with each other. So I'll be talking about them, sure. But then like maybe not into this class, maybe in our next class, or but it will be this week. So inheritance, definition and purpose. Inheritance is a mechanism in OOP that allows a new class. I talked about classes before, Abi. We can create a class of another class. The way see like the way we create methods. So the way we create objects of a class now. Like so now we can create a particular class of another class. This class so it is created from this class, but then it's inherits this class the same way you inherit from your dad, like the same way your dad give birth to you now, like you inherit your father's name, your father's wealth, your father's even there are some behaviors that your father exhibits that you also exhibit. Just you exhibit those things by inheritance. You are your father like by inheritance now. I am my surname is Alayade now. I am an Alayade person inherits. I inherit because I am Alayade because I inherit from Mr. Alayade from my daddy now. You get that kind of thing. So inheritance is a mechanism in OOP that allows a new class known as a subclass or derived class to inherit attributes and methods from an existing class called a superclass or base class. This promotes code reusability and establishes a natural hierarchy between classes. Why inheritance? Number one is code reusability. Instead of writing the same code multiple times, you can write it once in a base class and have it inherited by multiple subclasses. Do you get? Look at our, let's say we're building a zoo management application now, or like or like or like a this thing or a nah, and let's say we are building a software for like for zoos where they can be keeping track of animals in the zoo, every animal that they bring to the zoo, every animal that is being brought to the zoo and everything like that. So number one is that in our zoo we have a class animal. Like we have animals in our zoo as animals, Abi. So now we are going to be having a class animal. We're having different animals. They behave differently. They exhibit different traits. In our zoo, we can have a dog, which is a mammal. We can have a reptile. We can have different, like we can have an amphibian. We can have toad. We can have different kind of animals actually. But they are animals. So, but then they all exhibit one thing that animals exhibit. They are alive. They breathe. They are alive. They probably see. They are too. They probably have something they can use to see. that locomotion they move. That Mr. Niger card and Mr. Niger D for the ones that are too old for the Gen X and Gen Alpha then. But with Gen Z now we're taught Mr. Niger card. The what be the M self? Hey, she na movement. R see na
Movement.
respiration or something. N na
Yeah.
she na
Respiration or reproduction. Okay, I put out. Okay.
and the end kidney Mr. Niger I irritability, G growth, E A R respiration,
Yes.
card,
Excretion. E.
C I
Excretion.
forgot excretion abi C what is that C?
E.
Uh, uh,
C is
me
competition.
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 competition. A is adaptability. D is
Competition.
death. Adaptation, Jerry. She this now. No, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Sorry, sorry for this one. Bro. I just like okay. I'm coming, guys. This is currently in use. Alright. I'm coming. I'm coming, guys. Please give me please give me a few minutes, please. Let me give my sister this my flash drive. She needs it. Um, like millennial. Come in. Come on, let's keep this thing on. Guys, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. My people, I'm happy Joe. I'm back. So let's continue. What was I trying to do? So I was talking about inheritance. So like I defined every inheritance and like I explained a little about it. So why inheritance? See, instead of writing the same code multiple times, you can write it once in a base class and have it inherited by multiple subclasses. I was talking about our zoo analogy in our zoo now. Abi, instead of like let's say like in our zoo now that we're trying to manage have a software that help us manage our animals data are being collected in that particular zoo. Probably like when a new animal is being given birth to, or when someone comes to like come and like probably they found a wild animal that they escaped. Yeah, or like they just probably in wild forest now. Someone like adopted a wild animal. I was like, okay, oh, let me take this animal to the zoo for display and everything. So now in the application, that in the zoo, we have like multiple animals now. We have different animals. A dog is an animal, a fish is an animal, but then each of them they still have their distinct features, their distinct behaviors. A fish moves, but it does not walk. It swims. There's a way a fish swims. There's a way a fish moves. It moves by swimming. Like it moves in water. A dog moves by walking. Abi. A cat also moves by walking too. A lion walks. A snake can like it is like kind of it can like move on land and also move in water. A toad, yeah, a toad can like move on land and also like up in water once in a while. A crab can like move on land for the for a little time and also move in water. So um this in our zoo now, so imagine that we are having like for every time where sorry like, for every time when like they bring a new animal, we have to create a class for that animal, or like we have to create a particular section of code for that animal. Do you know how bloated our code base is going to be? But then if there's a way like we can like have a particular class animal there where each type of animal that is being brought. So now we have a class snake extend class animal, class dog extend class animal, class cat extend class animal. Each particular class in our each particular distinct animal in that particular zoo extends from class animal. And so for the fact that every animal um must possess that Mr. Niger D abilities. So like they must be able to move now. They must be able to breathe. Must be able to reproduce. This kind of thing. So those particular features, those particular attributes, behaviors, and everything, are almost probably defined in animal. But then I can now be more specific about it in each class. So now a dog can move, a snake can move, a cat can move, they can all move, a spider can move. But then yeah, they move in different ways. I cannot specify the way I cannot like be more specific in class. Dog moves by walking, cat moves by walking, snake moves by either walking or swimming, fish moves by swimming, Please follow me, please. It may not make much sense right now, but you will see it in code very soon. I think I should start before 10:30. I should just try and finish this thing and like start writing code so that by 11 o'clock we'll round up. At least me maybe like say I just take on a time this night and not can show na any code. No go jail. So and please you can like go through this thing again. Read that document I sent. Read this again. The code I read this night. Try and like look at it again. Like try make sense of it. Like try make sense of it. And like I will possible. We'll see anywhere with this thing like anywhere with literature. This honestly I'm teaching now, it is more of you practicing. Like it is when you practice that you now know more. Practice, 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 practice. So here we go. So I explained how I this thing like code usability abi. Also hierarchical class relationship. Orientals allows you to model the word application for certain entities. Sorry, where certain entities share common characteristics. For example, the system representing animals. All animals might have characteristics like eating and sleeping, which can be defined in a base class called animal. As I said before, their behaviors. Every animals eat, every animal sleeps. Abi. Specific animals like dog or cat can inherit these characters while also having their own unique behaviors. Cat eats by maybe munching and be like this thing. Dog eats in this specific ways, in this specific way. Chickens can sleep while standing. Dogs can sleep while like they have to they have to sit. I think snakes sleep while their eyes are open. I think so. I don't know. I think some snakes sleep with their eyes open. Dogs have to sleep with their eyes closed. Humans have to sleep with their eyes closed. You see, snakes lay eggs now. Humans give birth. Birds they lay eggs. What's it called? Dogs, their mammals they give birth and they breastfeed their babies. Birds basically search for food either by picking food on the floor or by or by searching for food anywhere, put it in their mouth and like pass it to the child's mouth. Like they feed their child by like move this like what's it called? They feed their child by like going somewhere and search for food and like picking that food and putting it in the child's mouth. But mammals, you know what we do? We have what's it called like we have breast or they call it other, those animals, and we breastfeed our babies. So specific animals like dog or cat can inherit this characteristic while also having their own unique behaviors. So, types of inheritance. Please take note of this. Single inheritance. A subclass inherits from one superclass. A subclass inherits from one superclass. Multiple inheritance. A subclass inherits from more than one superclass. Not supported in all languages like Java. Java does not support multiple inheritance at all. But Python supports multiple inheritance, and I'll tell you why. Or no, let me show you why in code. No, Python supports multiple inheritance. Like there's a way Python manages multiple inheritance. Like there's a way it manages it, but Java does not support multiple inheritance, and I understand why Java does not do that. Like and there's a reason for that. So which actually makes a lot of sense if you look at it. One like Java is interfaces. Like instead of having like you can realize from instead of extending, instead of inheriting from, you can realize from multiple inheritance. From multiple interfaces, Jerry. Instead of inheriting from multiple classes. But then like that one is in Java. Sha. So single inheritance, a subclass inherits from one superclass. Multiple inheritance, a subclass inherits from more than one superclass. But then it is not supported in all language. But Python supports multiple inheritance fully. So this thing guys, you want to check the meaning of diamond of death. Please check the meaning of diamond of death. DOD. If you are there, check it.
Okay, sir.
Diamond of death. Diamond of death problem. It's better. Diamond of death sometimes referred to as deadly diamond of death. It's an ambiguity that arises when two classes B and C inherit from A, and class D inherits from both B and C. So I think I can. I wish I can draw something. So let me see if um someone explains it here exactly. Oh, look at this thing. You can see how no, it does not really show it in the diamond shape. I just want to, I just let me check images. Eh, this I go press. Whoa, guys, you can see these images, Abi, like diamond image, Abi now, diamond of death. When B and C, look at this one now. This
Yes,
one
sir.
that my cursor is on. B and C inherits from A, and then D also inherits from B and C. You know that Python allows multiple inheritance. Let me give an example now. Let us say a snake that can move. So now snake is like partially aquatic, Abi. It extends the class aquatic animal, and it also extends the class like terrestrial animal because it can live in water. It can live on land too. So now let me give you an example. So now, and aquatic animal can move, and terrestrial animal can move. Both aquatic and terrestrial animal they inherit from class animal, and the class animal define the method move. Every animal can move, right? So now, but then aquatic animals they move in water, they swim, kind of. The terrestrial animal they walk on land or run on land. So now there's not this class snake that inherits from it inherits from both aquatic and terrestrial animal. Both aquatic animal and terrestrial, it inherits from those two classes. If the snake wants to move, how does it move? Does it call the move method move here, or it calls the method move here? How will the application know that this thing? So now you noticing this the ambiguity there. Like it will be confused. It will not know which particular method to call. But Python has a way of managing that. So like that is what they call that diamond of death. But then like in Python, there's a way they manage that, yeah, which this thing just little introduction. Like you may like want to like read more like read up on it, Jerry. When you 4 million. So types of inheritance: single inheritance. A subclass inherits from one superclass. Multiple inheritance. A subclass inherits from more than one superclass. That's it. But then it is not supported in all languages like Java. Multi-level inheritance. A subclass inherits from another superclass, creating a chain of inheritance. So now I inherit what's it called? I inherit from my father. My child is going to inherit from me. You get that's what they mean by multi-level inheritance. Like every object in Python inherits from class object. Get I'll also tell you, like every that's why you see that's why like you can access the method equals method, those don't die methods, those double ones underscore method, equals, hash code, I say hash code, sorry, to string, the str and rapr, the equals, the eq, the those methods, those Python don't die methods, yeah, because they are defined in class objects. So multi-level inheritance: a class inherits from another a class inherits from a superclass, which is a subclass to another superclass. A subclass inherits from a superclass, which is a subclass to another superclass. The it's a class A now inherits from subclass A inherits from superclass B, and that superclass B is also a subclass to another class C. So C is a superclass to B, and B is a superclass to A. That's what they mean by multi-level inheritance. Hierarchical relationship: multiple subclasses inherit from a single superclass. I think this one is more of like more explainable. So polymorphism. I don't take much time here, guys. I don't take much time. Like I first.
Uh,
Um,
Can you also, I don't want to take much time, but if you can just explain a little bit about polymorphism and abstraction.
yeah, polymorphism is something that I would like to like. Well, let's go into it. Me, so like, I would like to explain it very well, like because polymorphism is kind of tricky. Yes, I don't know if someone was there. I was telling that. Do you know that this the definition of polymorphism almost everywhere online they they this get it wrong. You see, geeks for geeks polymorphism. See, just let me open another tab. Gravity points. Polymorphism. Guys, let us look at the definition of polymorphism. Oh God of mercy! Now why another thing they sign in with this? So when you are worried, so the word polymorphism means having many forms. Yeah, exactly. Look at the way look at the word form. Morph, abi morph. To morph now to like to change to something from from Power Rangers. The way this Power Rangers used to morph and change it to those you know beast morph fast. Like being what's it called? The way they will morph and exist as like change it into another form. So polymorph. I know the word poly means multiple now. Poly multiple like plenty something morph to exist like what's it called like to change to another form. So the word polymorphism means having many forms. See funny as well that these guys are not wrong, oh. But then in context of programming, they're kind of wrong. So in simple words, we can define Java polymorphism just polymorphism. Don't like I make I just don't know when people polymorphism in Java. I just want to like polymorphism food. Make I open W3 schools too. W3 schools. I don't like the fact that those guys they what's it called um like let me put this solo line too. I think they're actually good guys too. We're coming back to it. Make I go to W3 schools. Guys, just follow me, please. Follow me right now. The word polymorphism means many forms right now. And in programming, it refers to method of function operators with the same name that can be executed on many objects or classes. Okay, this ones kind of make more sense and like they're kind of correct. Method functions or operators with the same name that can be executed on many objects or many objects or classes. That's polymorphism is also used in class method. We can have multiple classes with the same method name, but then they're going to behave. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think these guys, these ones, they're kind of correct. Though they didn't explain well. Polymorphism in Java is the concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. Polymorphism is derived from two Greek words, poly and morphs. What poly means many, and morphs means forms. So polymorphism means many forms. There's types of polymorphism compared to polymorphism. Okay, okay. This both are defined. So look at it. Polymorphism means the condition of occurring in several different forms. That's exactly what the fourth and final pillar is concerned with. Types in the is that's exactly what the clinical the same inheritance chains can be. Types in the same inheritance chain is being able to do different things, which is a lie. Guys are here. One guy just come to one guy will come to free code camp now. Come and read polymorphism and they'll make a mistake. Funny as well, like if you go to interview, if you give them this particular definition of polymorphism, they're going to accept it. But me, if I go to interview, me I go tell them I go follow interview argue pa. Don't worry. I swear, follow them argue pa. So polymorphism means the condition of occurring in several different forms. That's exactly what the fourth and final pillar is concerned with. That types in the same inheritance hierarchy, being able to do different things. No, they're not able to. They're doing the same thing, but they're doing it in different ways. With this thing, if you have used inheritance correctly, you can clinical. Guys, let me go to my explanation. Mama say my go off Jabeg. So polymorphism derived from the Greek word poly, that is many, and morph forms is the ability of different objects to respond to the same method call in different ways. This means that the same operation can behave differently on different classes. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is a pillar of OOP that allows objects. Guys, listen to me. Objects of different subclasses of a superclass to act or behave in their own different way. See, in their own different way at runtime or when they are being called. Polymorphism is a feature of OOP. See, objects they are not existing in many. It is not one object. See, most people define polymorphism as one object existing in multiple forms. No, we have like I said that okay now. So they're telling me that an animal exists as a dog. The same animal exists as a cow. The same animal exists as a snake. Eh? I'm almost done. Almost done. Ha. So my phone is on 14%. Yee. Someone come my quiet 11 o'clock. I will know by 11 o'clock. So, see, most people they define polymorphism as an object, as one object existing in multiple forms, which is a lie. It's technically a lie. We're having multiple objects because now you know that this now from the word polymorph existing in many forms now. But then polymorphism is actually multiple objects, different objects of different subclasses of the same superclass. Different objects of different different objects of different subclasses of the same superclass. Different objects of different subclasses of the same superclass, subclasses of the same superclass. So now those objects existing or behaving in their own specific way, their own different way at runtime or where they are being called. Guys, let me tell you something. An animal, we have what's it called? Let's say like we have an object now, a dog object, like we created a new dog. Like now, like we've given birth to a new dog, have you now? So now we have a new dog. We've created a new dog object. We've created a new cat object. We've created a new snake object. We've created a bird object. We've created a new fish object. So I use let me use dog, snake, fish, and bird. Right? Dog, even bird. Safe. Let me be specific. What type of bird? I'm talking about like let's say eagle now. Having a dog, an eagle, a fish, and a snake, right? So now most people define polymorphism as one animal as an animal, a particular object that was a particular object that is created from animal being able to exist as an eagle, being able to exist as a dog, being able to exist as a fish, and being able to exist as a what's it called as a snake. My people, no be juju be that. Make that fit exist in in multiple forms. I beg, are you guys hearing me? I mean, na juju be that now. So
Yeah,
that now I
yeah,
can
yeah.
exist as a dog. I can exist as a dog, as a fish, as a snake, and as an eagle. How juju be that now? But then, what polymorphism really means is an object of class dog, an object of class fish, an object of class snake, and an object of class eagle. Different objects of different subclasses. You get different objects of different subclasses and subclasses of the same superclass. Look at those dog, fish, eagle, and snake inherit from class animal. Different objects of different subclasses of the same superclass class animal. Those objects being able to exist and behave in their own different way. When I call animal dot move, a dog will walk on land, an eagle will fly, and a fish will swim. A snake can either swim or crawl on land, depending on where it is, if it is on water or if it is on land. Are you guys understanding polymorphism?
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
does
sir.
not necessarily it is not from top to bottom actually. It's from bottom to top. They say an object being able to exist in different forms. No, different objects or different subclasses of the same superclass being able to behave. They are existing as themselves, but they are able to behave at runtime as the same. Sorry, Jerry. They're able to behave at runtime in their own specific way. A dog cannot swim. You cannot say one animal is existing as in different forms. No. If a dog is a dog will a dog can move. How is it moving? At runtime, okay, a dog now moves by walking. Guys, more that's good. Oh, see, no follow me do with this night though. I don't know. My laptop don't get issue. Like my PyCharm just the one me all this. Now I cannot get issue. As well, like, and I just changed my hard drive recently. Like since when I changed that hard drive, I never enjoy any of my ID. Even my VS Code self just do it. Just off sometimes. Ah, I beg. Mhm. Let us see object and classes. No, no.
Um, excuse me, sir. Hello, sir.
Guys, don't mind my system. An idiot. Like it's it is already weak. My system is already weak actually. So like I probably need to change it very soon. So that's already weak. It's where like it's their drive is just checking. I don't know. I'm a code with VS Code this night or like use notepad. And I'm not a fan of VS Code. Like I mean like for writing this in short self, I'm not a fan of VS Code fully like that. I just to find a way to what's it called. So let me try and open I've said like I've come back to I'm coming. I'll join my system now and I'll share my screen. Please bear with me.
Okay,
Oh no, one I need should I share. That's a simple. Thing. Wait.
hello, sir.
Hello? I'm here, I'm done, I'm here.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah,
Okay,
I can hear
so
you, I
like
can hear you. Eh?
in case things don't go as like you can
What is
in
it?
case the system in case things doesn't go as planned, you can like as well maybe you should write the code and maybe you push it to maybe GitHub or something and you give us the link so then
Yeah.
you can go over it
Yeah.
later
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
in
I
case
mean,
next
I can do that.
you try it or something.
Move first try, move first see if I need the
Okay,
work.
okay, sir. Yeah, okay.
I need to do this. Now after setting up Python in my VS Code. Oh Lord. My system big. No, they punish me like this, man. It's not important this one like this.
Wait, so you've not used VS Code before?
No, I use VS Code almost every time. The fact that my system is no
No,
more strong.
uh, for like
But then, like,
because
when I if I want to write Python, I use PyCharm. Java, I use IntelliJ. But then before I used to use WebStorm, but WebStorm is too heavy. That is to slow down my system. Like on one WebStorm like that, I go off all the application. Like and I have to like start switching to. But then I still love WebStorm. And of course the VS Code is small. Like compared to those JetBrains application, like it's very small. Then so like it can quickly it's really hang your system actually. But then I do not
oh,
like it, Joe. Those JetBrains application, those JetBrains ID, when you start using it, you know that you know why they are guy. You go the code with happiness. I swear to God. Like I learned a lot from JetBrains ID. Like those IDs taught me a lot. I mean, like the ultimate version, or not be the community version. They taught me a lot. Yeah, I was just seeing one little go be like, oh, more. Yeah, and I make I go try, make I go check out. I mean, like a lot about even programming said a lot. So like, I'd like to continue using JetBrains ID. So, VS
wait,
Code is good too.
I want to ask a question. So if if you're trying to build a project and perhaps like Python is like the backend, you can't really use PyCharm because right? Because you have to like perhaps with VS Code you can combine the flags and maybe like the HTML and other things.
Who said that?
I don't know. That's my assumption. No?
Yeah, that's it. That's what's it called? Then I think it should be an assumption.
Because I don't really use PyCharm because it felt like okay, it's just the IDE for Python, and I'm like okay, I felt that was like limiting what I can do
You write
with Python.
you write React, you write Vue, you write Java with Python. No, sorry. Like you cannot write Java with Python. Like before those IDs they were made. So this thing like JetBrains is sorry, IntelliJ was the first one they made. They made PyCharm off IntelliJ. They made WebStorm. So like you can write WebStorm code, like you can write the all the front end code on PyCharm, but you cannot write Python on WebStorm. So you can write all the front end code on JetBrains on Java too, or that is on IntelliJ. All the front end code, like you can build a whole React project, a whole Vue project, a whole PHP self. So like once you start the plugin, like you can write the whole application. Even like by default, every JetBrains IDE can write a front end application. So PyCharm like this, if you want to if you want to visit PyCharm to write front end, like you can use PyCharm too. Just like it's better to use WebStorm because WebStorm provide more stuff, sir, more features instead of using Python. The Python that is solely designed for Python, but then you can write front end with PyCharm too.
Wow, I
Now,
didn't
while I
know.
say that one, I'm so
But like
see
it's
once you start using PyCharm, so once you start using JetBrains ID, yeah, there's no coming back. Forget it.
you said JetBrain.
Like the name of the company is JetBrains.
Oh, okay. Because the only
They
idea I
have
use is this, and I thought that was like the best. Like that's
one
the one
guy
you can.
explore job. Explore. Check different ones. See, eh, that's the one I want to tell you. Me too. I started coding in VS Code too now. Before, but like, that after they were teaching me still I was crying. And I said, do you know, I cried because of HTML. I cried because I don't know HTML. Most kupa HTML. As simple as it is, I don't know it. That was then. I cried. Eh? So, but then now, you thank God for life. I have to show my system. So, let me make a first off every of Fables. Um, uh, God, this thing is load. I'm coming, guys. Make a first try. I just hope this thing. I said, now my system be issue now. Oh God of mercy. Python.
I think you also need to download the Python extension if you are using VS Code as well.
Yeah. Like I have Python on my system. Like,
Oh,
don't worry.
okay.
Like I have Python on my system. So I guy, if intelligence said, guy, this is an issue for me. Like right, right now, say like I have not been able to like write a whole large application because my system is kind of bad. You cannot all these things. So like say I see handle intelligence, say I see handle VS Code now. See, we know this thing. If not, oh God of mercy. Kai. Mm, thank you, Wallah. For my mother. Uh, why this thing dey take time now? Virtual environment dey now. Kini issue buy now. Oh, why it does that? Let me continue. Let me create now. You probably wonder why I name my file classes. So there's a keyword class in Python, and I don't know if it's going to like. So guys, let us start from creating classes. How do we create classes in? So I think I'll try and make sure that I enter inheritance and polymorphism this night. Hey, do 11 do almost snack. So creating a class in Python, start with when this guy is done. I think it is done. It is loading it. Yeah, use black formatter. That's my one in bigger. So zero creates Python classes. Class in Python. The class keyword and name of the class. Guys, note that when you want to create classes, what's it called? There are different they call them there's Pascal keys. There are different naming conventions. Python names variables using the snake case, that is small letter separated with underscores. But when you're naming classes, you use Pascal case. Yeah, Pascal case. This thing, Pascal case naming. So the first one starts with capital letter, class human, and with this thing with the what's it called here. So let me first pass the same way we passing this thing. So how do we create objects in Python? Very simple. Human equals human. Auto print human. Guys, look at how easy it is to create human to create objects in Python. This class may be a larger module, it may be a distance, maybe very large module, but then like just a Python class, basically a Python class. Though the class is empty, there's nothing there. But for now, let us see it. Let us see how we can create things. Coming. This guy should be done by now. Yeah, now how do I run this code? Okay, what's one this? It's still invalid. Like Bamio. Oh God of mercy. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Dilemma. I don't good. Have mercy on many men. Many men. Wish death upon me. I don't cry no more. I don't look up to the sky no more. Can on. Come on. tó bá fẹ́ gbà o try manually kò sí. I swear now VS could get issue now. See time now it's running now. Let me what's it called? Let them create it. Guys, there's something we call constructors in Python. We want to like I think I don't really explain constructors today, but then now next class. I think we're all familiar with the self keyword now. Oh, we've not seen it. Oh, self. Maybe this class. I talk more about this, yeah, but then like, but then this self is like a reference to. It's always a reference attributes methods in a particular class. Like this class, this particular class self dot maybe like class human and self dot name self blah blah blah. So the constructor parameters name age me I like to produce a name of type string. Yeah, no Zuka. So this is me. I have to specify pattern and programming. Definite. So self dots name. Guys, I joined my phone now. My system was testing again. I'll try battle with it. Like we all can like leave the call or something. Like I'll send your code and I'll make the video too. Like I will like probably continue the meeting only me. I send you video probably tomorrow morning also. But then like I don't think I can continue with this annoying thing. Let me just like probably switch up. Maybe it is only VS Code I'll on. And make sure that it is I'll try and make sure that I run the application. I'm sure that my laptop does not go off. I beg. That should have bear with me. It went off just now again. But thanks.
Yes, it's fine now.
Okay, it's fine.
Thanks so much. Probably we'll just call it a night, yeah. Though I'm ready to call it a night, but then there's nothing we have to do right now. So I will just then I'll go send down, sure. I'll go send you this thing. I'll push the GitHub and like send the link, and also like if possible, I'll make the video of the as I'm writing the code and explaining it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Fine. That girl was my crush. What?
So we can. Okay. Good night.